So they had these business owners that was being anti-black racist. Well, that's part of the culture, right? So that's why we don't really be shocked when it happens. We understand it's cultural. We talked about this a little earlier on the live stream of AD&C, that if they're using the same words from 1619 and 2025, it's a culture at that point, because it's something that you have been passing down from generation to generation to generation. I know a lot of people who are, just decent and civilized would never understand why that's part of a culture. But it is. And those in their community who will reject that culture and say, hey, that culture's not right. It's not right before God. It's not right just in general. I don't want nothing to do with anti-black racism. Matter of fact, I'm going to stand up against that within my own community. Those white people are ostracized. Those white people in history have been attacked. Those white people have been, unalived for standing up against anti-black racism. You do not stand up against that. That's part of the culture. You understand? And at minimum, they'll tell them, hey, you better go over there with them black folks then. You better go be with them and stay over there with them, because you can't come back over here. That's how serious they are about anti-black racism in their culture. Well, they had a business that decided to be, anti-black, racist. And there's a white woman is standing up against that. But I want you to pay attention to, how they reacted to the white woman standing up against this. And I'm telling you, when you see this, you're just going to understand how this just the culture, and it's just the way it is.
Here comes the raw clips. But Brianna, Leanna, you're talking to my son's best friend, all of my friends, my bonus niece, so many people that I care about. And I really hope that you get exactly what you deserve and you learn the hard lesson young. You're not going to learn it right now. More affordable than what they're doing.
Right. Definitely like a baby blue uke, which is like the spiral.
Okay.
Those have even more of that like silvery blue in it.
Okay, yeah. That would be nice. Okay, I have to be honest with you. I'm here for that, and I'm here for the other reason that I'm sure you know of.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to yell at you, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay? I've been in retail forever, and I'm going to bet money on what happened. You hired that person seasonally, which is totally okay. That happens in retail.
No.
And then
We're a delivery driver. We actually need 3 more right now.
Okay. But the words that came out of somebody's mouth when that person was leaving. I've fired people that have stolen for. So let's just say she did steal, right? For argument's sake, let's just say that did happen. Do you really, as a business owner, think that that was appropriate?
You don't know what happened, sweetie.
It doesn't.
Where's the other parts of those videos?
It doesn't matter. Is there any excuse to be racist?
We weren't.
Girl. Okay, I'm giving you a chance now. Before I go hold a sign on the side of the road, and I have a good amount of followers. Well, good luck with what?
Holding a street. Holding a sign at the end of the street.
Oh, I do it all the time. I did it for school donations like 2 weeks ago for low-income schools in Fayette County to donate school supplies.
That's great.
It is. And this is to let people know that this is a racist business, because you're still standing on it. And don't you have nieces and nephews that are biracial?
Oh, yeah. My whole family's mixed with everything.
How do they feel?
Venezuelan.
But how do they feel about it? Like, take a moment to just be introspective. I'm not being mean to you right now. It's just you and I. Do you think that that was appropriate?
We didn't do anything racist.
So you're going to stand 10 toes down on it? Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. Smile,
nice to meet you all.
Okay. Hide your keys, y'all. Everybody in here, hide your keys. There's white people in here. Everybody in here, hide your keys. There's white people in here. Is that racist?
Why are you acting like this in a place of public?
Well, because I can, first of all. And because you deserve to have your face shown. You deserve that everybody sees you're going to learn. You're going to learn a very hard lesson. Your parents are going to learn a hard lesson. Because I have PTSD, okay? So I always shake. And I have medication that makes me shake. Your parents are going to learn a hard lesson, because you didn't buy this. Mommy and daddy did. And their investment is going to
I
go
started
right down.
working when I was 12, ma'am.
Sweetheart, I started working when I was 14 too. You can't afford this. If you think you're fooling me, I run $15 million stores. I know what operations cost. Mm-hmm. You didn't pay for all of this.
It grew. I didn't start like this. I started in my house.
Okay, you're a big bad wolf, sweetheart. This is her. That's her. You a racist also?
No, her kids are black, actually.
Okay, but that doesn't make you not a racist because you're a racist.
Oh my goodness. Are you? Glad to meet you.
Well, what was your name? Because I'd love to meet. My name's Chalice. What's yours?
She doesn't have to disclose that.
Of course not. I was just introducing myself.
Well, nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. I love the color of your shirt.
Thank you.
It's pretty purple.
Thank you.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you guys. Have a great day. Good luck with business.
Oh, it's booming.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's why the Yelp is shut down. Did you turn off your comments on Instagram?
No.
Yeah.
No, we actually.
Okay. Somebody else did that?
Mm-hmm. I don't control the social media, actually.
Okay.
Exactly.
You are so on par, sweetheart, for the people around here. You got the starter pack of the business daddy mommy bought you. I bet you go to a mega church
I don't
and
go to
you're not
church.
racist, but your family is not white. So we're making that's everything, right?
Pretty much. Are you racist?
No, that's why I'm here, hon.
Oh, is that the reason why you're here?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, would you like to order some flowers?
Not at all. Thank you so much. I'm going to be on my way. Thank you so
thank
much for the
you.
conversation. I'm
So why that lady was there was because they had this, young woman. She was a black Muslim woman, and she was fired from this establishment. And when she was fired from this establishment, they start, trying to say she's trying to steal and all that. And that underhanded, black folks steal type of deal. And everybody picked up on that, and the sister had recorded that. So this is why they got this woman to go over there. And now the point that what I was pointing out in the beginning of this commentary was about how they were just so nonchalant about it, like, oh, you're racist? Oh, nice to meet you. Because they're comfortable with that. I told you, it is a culture for them. And they feel like, okay, Trump's in office, I can lean more into my culture now. It's not going to be a lot of pushback on me acting out my culture. And I've always told any of them, right? If you're not comfortable with black people or really anybody else, then there is a European motherland waiting on you. I've always said that. Because as long as you live in this country, you're going to deal with black folk or anyone else that imported here because y'all brought them here, right? Now, the best thing to do is, and how you handle people like that, name and shame. You name them and say, hey, black folks, they on the list. You don't go there for no reason. It don't matter if they're the last person in your town. You don't go there. I'll get a flower out of my garden before I go over there and buy a flower from you. You understand? It's principles to this at all times. But they're out there in Kentucky, actually, right? And this is why I'm a firm believer of being in areas where there's a lot of black people and a lot of black businesses. Y'all know my rule of thumb. If you can be in an area where it's 10% black people more in the population, beautiful, beautiful. There's safety in numbers for us as black people. You would not see me go move to no white enclave. That won't happen. It won't. First of all, the food would be horrible. Second of all, I'm not going to deal with the anti-black racist culture. I'm not going to do that. Because the more numbers we have, the more they be in check with it. Not to say they won't be calling us all kind of whatever. They can say what they want to say in their house. It's fine. No problem with me. But they're not going to be pulling certain stunts when there's enough of us. I'm going to say that much. But when you're like one or two of us, a couple of us, oh, yeah, they're going to be emboldened to pull a stunt. Because you don't have no backup. You're by yourself. I always tell black parents, I don't care what money you're making. You do not go move your kids to no lily white area. There's no black folks at all trying to prove something that you done made it. What about your children? You're going to put them in a horrible situation in school. Horrible. You understand? They are very proud of their anti-black racism. Very proud of it. And they was upset that woman was off cold, so they're going to try to just troll her. And like, oh, yeah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And that's okay. I'm cool with it. They on camera, and trust me, they gonna regret every bit of it because the internet has a way of handling you. Look, let me tell you something about their culture. They cool with anti-black racism, but a lot of them don't want to be outed as participants in it with the culture because they know that could be bad for their business, bad for their reputation. So when someone is out with it, they'll even go like, oh, I don't agree with that racism. No. You don't agree with it being expressed openly, but you're cool with it being expressed behind the scenes. That's why I always say, when you talk about, oh, the Republicans are this and the third. No, the Republicans are open with it. The Democrats are I think the Democrats are more racist. They just quiet about it. They do racism against us in laws. They may not say a N-word to us, but they'll harm us with bringing a bunch of illegal aliens to the country and giving money that should be going to black Americans. That's how their racism goes. At least Republicans aren't doing that. They not. But they all on the same team. You understand what I'm saying? But like I say, shout out to this woman for calling them out. Like I said, I always going to give a white person their props for calling out their own community. I'm always going to do that because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. And let me tell you something else about those kind of white people. What I've seen over the years, those kind of white people that take a stand, and black people a lot of times like, hey man, shoot man, you taking a stand? Come on over here with us. Well, you good? And they'll come over with black people and they'll find a new family and they're like, and then they'll tell you, man, I'm so happy I'm over here with y'all. Like, man, I don't know why I went over here with y'all a lot sooner. I can't stand listen, I've met some white people that told me to my face, Phillip, I'm white, but I can't stand being white. I'm like, really? Well, why you feel like that? Like, man, look, we are just too freaking racist, and I hate it. He said, people are people. I don't care about that racism crap. And my people are all on this crap. Trust me. So a lot of my education into anti-black racism came from white people sitting me down and telling me that. I mean, the first time I heard from a white guy, he said, listen, Phillip, the majority of us are racist. We raised that way. He said, I don't care what they tell you. We're raised that way in our household. He said, a lot of us don't even engage, don't even live around black people to even be talking to them, to have an opinion. He said, a lot of people just sitting down watching TV, looking on the internet, and just saying things, saying vile things. He told me, and I had more than one, but the main one that told me to always keep my eyes open and not to trust. A white guy told me that, okay? And he always check white people. I've seen him do it many times. He always pick up on when they're racist too. It's not that they said the N-word. He picked up on it. Oh, yeah, I know what he on. He racist. And then he'll go check them. You know what I'm saying? And them kind of white people, male or female, hey, I'm down with them. I'm cool with them. But to the ones like in this video, yeah, name and shame them and just move on. That's how I look at it. Cause we don't want to waste our time with these people. But yeah, they're proud they proud of the anti-black racism. I like when they like that though. I like it because if they open with it, then hey, I see you coming. You feel me? And I love an open enemy than a hidden one.